great to be back in my home area of East Texas. I grew up down the road in Longview, Texas. Part of my book, Broken Unbowed, deals with me growing up in Longview, Texas, and the East Texas values that made me who I am today. The book is about inspiration, about how someone can literally have their life broken in half and yet rise up and still be governor of this great state. The book is also about the ways in which our nation is broken. Even though we are the best nation in the history of the world, there are ways that we can do better. What is necessary is for the United States of America to return to its foundational document, which is our United States Constitution. I am not calling for a constitutional convention. Instead, under Article 5 of the Constitution, I'm calling for a convention of states. The desire is not to rewrite the Constitution. Instead, it's to have a very few limited specific amendments to the Constitution, such as a balanced budget amendment, term limits, and restoring the 10th Amendment. People should read the book in part for inspiration. Everyone here, everyone in Tyler and East Texas faces their own challenge. I'll talk about ways in which our lives are defined not by how we're challenged, but by how we respond to the challenges we face. The other reason is you can tell from what is going on in the presidential race. There is great angst about what is going on in America. I provide a solution to the challenges we face in the United States today. The book was inspired in part about telling my story about the challenges I overcame, but also it was inspired by the 31 lawsuits that I waged against Washington, D.C. I learned that it takes more than lawsuits to fix what is broken in Washington. It takes all the people of the United States coming together to return the U.S. to our constitutional foundation. I get no money from the book. Instead, the book is going to the proceeds of the book are going to an organization called Operation Finally Home. This money goes to the men and women who have fought in the United States military to keep America the freest nation in the history of the world, those who return home only to find they don't have a home. And so this organization will provide homes to our veterans who need a home. And also there's symbolism there, and that is Operation Finally Home shows that they are finally home from their battle overseas. When they return home, the freedom they fought for seems to have been reduced a little bit. My goal is to restore the freedom they fought for. Here's the deal, and that is none of the above is not a choice when it comes to voting for president. It is a choice between two candidates. One is Donald Trump, the other is Hillary Clinton. What I articulated in the book is the danger that Hillary Clinton would pose to the Constitution. For one, we have a tie vote on the United States Supreme Court 4-4. The vacant seat that was vacated by Justice Scalia's death must be filled not by Hillary, but by one of the people that was listed by Donald Trump yesterday. It was a very powerful message by Donald Trump yesterday that he would appoint a strict constructionist as opposed to someone who is going to rewrite the Constitution. But also, we've seen the dangers that we exist in the world today. One is ISIS, and Hillary Clinton, as Secretary of State, was part and parcel of the Obama administration's decision that gave rise to ISIS in the first place. Two, one thing that gave rise to Donald Trump is his promise to secure the border. Hillary Clinton has said that she will continue, even expand Barack Obama's failure to secure the border and make it an even more open border. Another challenge Americans face today is Obamacare. Hillary Clinton has promised to expand Obamacare. Donald Trump has promised to contract Obamacare.